Welcome back to Unique Old Coin the ultimate destination for coin collectors and history lovers. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into the story, condition grading, and market value of a very common but surprisingly interesting coin, the United States 1-cent coin from 1980. Yes, that classic Lincoln penny that might be hiding in your pocket or old jar could be worth more than just 1 cent. So stick around, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Let's begin with the history behind this humble yet iconic coin. The 1980 Lincoln cent is part of the Lincoln Memorial series that ran from 1959 to 2008. This design replaced the original wheat penny and features the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. The obverse or front shows the famous profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909. A tribute on the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. In 1980, the U.S. Mint struck these coins using 95% copper and 5% zinc, just before switching to the cheaper zinc core composition in mid-1982 due to rising copper prices. That means the 1980 penny is still made of real copper, which already gives it more value in weight than face value. More on that later. The 1980 penny was struck at 3 locations: Philadelphia ***, no mint mark, Denver ***, with a D mint mark, and San Francisco ***, with an S, only for proof coins. If your coin has no mint mark, it was made in Philadelphia. A D mint mark? That's Denver. An S mint mark means you're holding a proof coin, struck with extra care and mirror-like finishes, usually sold in sets to collectors. Now let's talk condition, the biggest factor that decides a coin's value. Coins are graded using the Sheldon scale from 1 to 70. Circulated coins ***, grades 1 to 58, show wear, scratches, or loss of detail. Uncirculated coins ***, MS60, MS70, have no wear and maintain original luster. Proof coins PR60, PR70, are special collector editions with mirror finishes. For example, a 1980 penny found in your change with some scratches or dull color might be very fine, VF20, or extremely fine, EF40. But one straight from a mint roll, untouched, can be graded as high as mint state 65, MS65, or even higher. Pro tip ***. Look out for pennies with deep red color and sharp detail. They're worth more. Alright, time for the big question. What's this coin worth as of 2025? Here's a breakdown. 1980, no mint mark, Philadelphia ***, circulated. 1 to 3 cents. Uncirculated MS65, $1 to $5 MS67 red, up to $40 or more in auctions. 1980, D, Denver Mint ***, circulated, 1 to 3 cents. Uncirculated MS65, $2 to $6 MS67 red, up to $50 or more. 1980, S proof, San Francisco *** in proof sets, $2 to $4 deep cameo PR69-70, $10 to $25 or more if flawless. And remember, because it's made of 95% copper, each coin contains about 2.5 cents worth of copper today. So even damaged ones are still valuable for their metal. Now here's where it gets exciting. Mint errors and varieties. Some rare errors from 1980 can skyrocket the value. Off-center strikes. Double die obverse, DDO, ***. Look for doubled letters in IN God We Trust or Liberty BIE errors. A die crack between the B and E in Liberty that looks like it struck on the wrong planchet ***. Super rare but very valuable coins with such errors can fetch anywhere from $10 to $500 plus depending on rarity and condition. So there you have it. The 1980 Lincoln penny might look ordinary, but it's packed with copper, history, and even potential profit. Whether you're digging through your piggy bank or searching rolls, keep an eye out for pristine condition or unique errors. The 1980 Lincoln cent is part of the long-running Lincoln Memorial Penny series, which was minted from 1959 to 2008. This series replaced the earlier wheat penny design, 1909 to 1958, and commemorated the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The obverse, front, features Abraham Lincoln, the 16th U.S. President, designed by Victor David Brenner. This iconic portrait first appeared in 1909 and has remained in use ever since. The reverse, back, of the 1980 penny shows the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. This replaced the 2 wheat ears that were used in the earlier wheat penny. When viewed closely, the Lincoln Memorial reverse even includes a tiny image of the seated statue of Lincoln inside the building, a small but thoughtful detail. The 1980 penny was struck using 95% copper and 5% zinc, which gives it a reddish-brown color and more weight than modern pennies. This composition was used until mid-1982, when rising copper prices forced the U.S. Mint to change the metal content to a cheaper zinc core with a thin copper coating. That means every 1980 penny is still made from solid copper, making it more valuable in metal content alone, often worth more than 1 cent even if it's damaged. And 1980, over 12 billion Lincoln pennies were produced, making it one of the most common years in U.S. cent history. The coins were struck at 3 major U.S. Mint locations: Philadelphia Mint, No Mint Mark, ***, Denver Mint, D Mint Mark, San Francisco Mint, S Mint Mark, ***. Proof coins only despite its high mintage. Collectors still seek out well-preserved examples, rare mint errors, and proof coins from this year. Though the 1980 penny is common, it's a turning point in coinage history. It was one of the last few years before the copper-to-zinc transition in 1982. Because of this, 1980 pennies are often hoarded by collectors and metal scrappers for their copper content and nostalgic value. Today, we're diving deep into the value, history, and hidden treasures of the United States 1-cent coin from the year 1984. Is this coin in your pocket change just a cent, or a collector's dream? Let's find out. The 1984 Lincoln cent is part of the Lincoln Memorial Design Series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. It features the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a design by Victor D. Brenner, originally introduced in 1909 to celebrate Lincoln's 100th birthday. The reverse side shows the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. And if you look closely, you can even see a tiny statue of Lincoln sitting inside. Did you know? The 1984 penny is one of the last Lincoln cents to be made entirely of copper alloy on the surface but with a zinc core, a big change that started in 1982 to cut costs. In 1984, the U.S. Mint struck over 8.1 billion pennies. Yes, billion with a B. Here's the breakdown: over 8.1 billion minted, around 6.6 billion minted, roughly 3.3 million special proof coins made just for collectors. These coins are made from a copper-plated zinc composition, 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, making them light, weighing only 2.5 grams. Now this is where things get interesting. Some 1984 pennies have what collectors call a double die obverse, DDO. That means the design was stamped twice, creating a doubling effect, especially noticeable on Lincoln's ear, eye, and neck if you have a 1984 penny with a doubled ear. Don't spend it. ***, these can sell for $100 to $500, or even more depending on the condition. When it comes to value, condition is everything. Let's break it down. Usually worth face value, 1 cent, might fetch around 5 to 20 cents, could be worth 50 cents to $1.50, depending on luster and strike quality. Professional grading can push values over $5 to $10 for standard coins, and much higher for error coins like the 1984 DDO. In recent years, collectors have paid impressive amounts for high-grade or error 1984 cents. A 1984 double die obverse graded MS65 sold for over $800 at auction. Regular 1984 D and 1984 no mint mark coins in pristine condition can bring in $5 to $15 on online marketplaces, so always check your change carefully. It could be hiding a tiny treasure if you want to collect 1984 pennies. Here's what to keep in mind: use gloves to avoid fingerprint damage. Check for doubling on the ear and date. Store your coins in a dry, airtight holder. Get valuable coins professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC. The 1984 United States 1-cent coin might be common, but hidden among the billions are rare gems worth hundreds of dollars. Whether you're a casual collector or a coin enthusiast, this humble penny proves that small things can carry big value. Do you have a 1988 1-cent coin lying around? You might be holding more than just pocket change. Let's explore the history, features, and possible value of the 1988 Lincoln penny. The 1988 Lincoln penny is part of one of the most iconic coin series in U.S. history, the Lincoln Cent Series, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. In 1988, the United States Mint was continuing the memorial reverse design introduced in 1959, which features the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., replacing the earlier wheat ears design. 1988 was also one of the final years the Lincoln Memorial design was used before it was replaced in 2009 with the bicentennial designs celebrating Lincoln's life. By this time, The penny's composition had already changed from solid copper to a copper-plated zinc core, a shift that happened in 1982. That means your 1988 penny is 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. On the obverse, you'll see the familiar bust of President Abraham Lincoln, facing right. Above his head is the motto, "In God We Trust," with "Liberty" to the left and the date 1988 to the right. Some 1988 pennies may also carry a mint mark under the date, a D for Denver or no mint mark for Philadelphia. The reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. If you look closely with a magnifier, you can actually see the tiny statue of Lincoln inside the memorial. An incredible detail when it comes to coin collecting. Condition is everything. Coins are graded on a scale from poor, P1, to mint state, MS, 70. If your 1988 penny is scratched, discolored, or worn, it's probably in circulated condition and worth face value, just 1 cent. However, if you have a brilliant uncirculated 1988 penny, or one graded MS 65 or higher, collectors may pay 50 cents to $5 or more, especially for top-grade Denver Mint pieces. There are also 1988 proof coins, struck specially for collectors at the San Francisco Mint, S mint mark. These have a mirror-like surface and can be worth $2 to $5 or more, depending on quality. Here's where it gets exciting. Some 1988 Lincoln cents are worth hundreds of dollars, thanks to mint errors and rare varieties. 1988 reverse of 1989, RDV 006. This rare variety features the 1989 reverse design accidentally used on some 1988 coins. It's very hard to spot without magnification. Look for the G in God, touching the building, or the spacing in the designer's initials. Value *** can fetch $100 to $500 or more in high grades. Off-center strikes and double dies *** coins with misaligned features, off-center strikes, or doubled letters, known as double dies, are highly collectible. Value *** these error coins may be worth anywhere from $5 to over $100, depending on severity and condition. The 1988 penny isn't rare by mintage. The U.S. Mint produced billions of them. Philadelphia, no mint mark ** 6.28 billion Denver, D ** 5.25 billion San Francisco, S, proofs ** 3.2 million inch. That means most 1988 pennies are common, but finding a pristine or error version, that's where the treasure lies. The 1988 Lincoln penny is a small piece of history, and while most are worth only face value, a few rare ones could surprise you. Today, we're diving into the story and value of a small but mighty coin, the United States 1 cent from the year 1991. You might have one in your pocket or coin jar, but do you know its real worth? Let's find out. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a new video from our coin collecting family. The 1991 Lincoln cent, also known as a penny, is part of the long-running Lincoln Memorial Cent series that started back in 1959. The design on the front, or obverse, features a bust of President Abraham Lincoln, created by sculptor Victor David Brenner, a design first used in 1909 to mark Lincoln's 100th birthday. But here's what makes the 1991 penny part of a very special historical line. Why 1991? The U.S. Mint had already shifted away from the original 95% copper composition. Starting in 1982, the Mint began using a copper-plated zinc core. So if you hold a 1991 penny, it's most likely made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, making it lighter than its pre-1982 cousins. This change was a response to the rising price of copper. Imagine that. Pennies were becoming more expensive to make than their actual value. Let's take a closer look at the design details of the 1991 penny. You'll see the famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing right. Above his head, the motto "In God We Trust" to the left, the word "Liberty," and to the right, the year 1991, with or without a mint mark. You'll see the Lincoln Memorial, also introduced in 1959. If you look closely, you can spot a tiny statue of Lincoln seated inside the memorial, a tiny masterpiece. The top reads, United States of America, below that, E pluribus unum, and at the bottom, 1 cent. The 1991 penny was minted at 3 locations. Philadelphia, no mint mark, *** Denver, D, *** San Francisco, S. 4 proof coins only ***. Now, let's talk numbers. These pennies were produced in huge quantities, meaning they're common in circulation. 1991, Philadelphia, no mint mark over 6.1 billion coins minted. 1991, D. Denver, around 4.15 billion coins minted. 1991, S. San Francisco, proof only 2.8 million proof coins minted for collectors. Oh, while they're not rare, some special conditions or minting errors can make a 1991 penny very valuable. The value of your 1991 penny depends greatly on its condition. This is called the coin grade. Here's a breakdown: circulated condition, most common just 1 cent face value. Uncirculated, mint state 60 to 65, can be worth between 10 cents to $1 depending on the grade, 66 and above. High quality, can go $4 to $15 or more. Proof coins, 1991, S, in top condition, worth around $3 to $10 depending on the grade. A shiny, untouched penny straight from a mint roll or proof set is where collectors are willing to pay extra, and here's where it gets exciting. Mint errors: some rare error pennies from 1991 have sold for hundreds of dollars. Look out for off-center strikes, double die obverse, DDO, especially if lettering appears doubled. BIE errors, a small die break between the B and E in Liberty clipped planchets, where a portion of the coin is missing due to minting issues. If you spot any strange details on your penny, grab a magnifying glass or take it to a professional coin dealer. You might just have a hidden gem. Let's quickly summarize the value of your 1991 US penny in average circulation. Only 1 cent in uncirculated condition, 10 cents to $1 plus proof coins, $3 to $10 error coins, up to $100 or more, depending on rarity and condition. So, while most 1991 pennies are common, some might be worth holding onto or even sending in for grading. The 1991 United States 1 cent coin, commonly known as the Lincoln penny, is part of a long and historic series that dates all the way back to 1909 when the image of President Abraham Lincoln first appeared on the U.S. cent. This made the penny the first American coin to feature a real historical figure, replacing the earlier Liberty designs. The original Lincoln cent was introduced in 1909, marking the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. It featured Lincoln's profile on the front, designed by Victor David Brenner, and 2 wheat ears on the back. This version was called the wheat penny. Later, in 1959, to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the reverse design was changed to show the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., designed by Frank Gasparo. This is the reverse you'll find on the 1991 penny. Now let's fast forward to the 1980s. 1982, due to rising copper prices, the U.S. Mint made a big change. Before that year, pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, but the cost of making them became more than 1 cent. So starting mid-1982, the mint switched to a copper-plated zinc core, with 97.5% zinc and only 2.5% copper plating. So by the time we reached 1991, all pennies were being struck with this new zinc composition. These coins were lighter, cheaper to produce, and mass-produced in huge numbers. More than 10 billion pennies were minted that year across Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The 1991 penny continued the tradition of honoring Lincoln, one of America's most respected presidents, and remained a symbol of everyday U.S. currency. Though common, the coin holds historical significance due to its long-running design, its representation of a post-copper era, and its role in everyday transactions.